Yep, we freed them. We're gone.
Those are all just rumors.
What we have to do now is getting back them.
Someone's gotta pay for that.
It was just like you said.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I want to train.
Enough trouble as it is.
Is it still 10? Okay.
I've been thinking differently.
Good, good.
Get that from me.
Let's see if anybody else want me to. No.
I can't believe it.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Yes, nothing more to say, huh? Well, we got the note that we need to go back. I think those trees would cover. Go this way around. Might. One day we will hit. Something over here. Well, no, there's. Look like it from here. Let's see. Can we get yes that orc to come down here? Shit. Orc mage did the aggro. Yeah. Beat orc. Oh, nice. A healing. Get that one to swim over to us then. Shit. Hello? Oh my god, take out your weapon! Stood still, tried to get my weapon out, and nothing happened. Okay, so I can't. These silly mages, man. Pain in the butt to deal with. Okay. Let's see what happens if we go back to Lord Hagen with his information now then. Just wonder if you're gonna come back here or not. Probably are. Do something, I guess. Long run back. Doo-doo. Oh, it's already the Eye of Innos, chapter 3. What the heck? Got stuck on that for a while. That was odd. Okay, so chapter 3 then.
Surrender while you can. There is no escape for you.
The heck, man? Well, poor little paladins. You see anything, Lester?
Hey, you're finally back. You have to go see Zardes right away. There's a problem.
That I certainly believe.
All hell's broken loose since you left. Talk to Zardes. He's waiting for you. Zardes gave me this rune for you. It'll help you get to him faster. We'll meet again there.
Okay. Anything near here? Nope.
Hey, you! I've explored the unknown part of the island.
And what did you find?
It was all about a mighty artifact, the Claw of Beliar.
The Claw of Beliar? Where is it now? Do you have it on you?
Yep.
Yes, here it is.
How very interesting. This weapon can be of great use to us, but it is also extremely dangerous. Take good care of yourself, and above all, don't lose it.
I'm back from the Valley of Mines.
High time, too. What did you see?
You were right. The land's been overrun by an entire army of the enemy. Orcs are besieging the castle, and dragons have laid whole areas to waste. It won't be long before they attack Khorinis, if I'm not mistaken. Lester said you wanted to see me at once. What the hell has happened here in the meantime?
The enemy has learned who you really are, and that you're planning to get hold of the Eye of Innos. He has recognized the threat. It has forced him to leave his cover and openly attack. The game of hide and seek is over. Yesterday, nobody knew what the enemy's attack would look like. Now it has become only too obvious.
I finally got the proof that Lord Hagen demanded of me.
What proof is that?
I received a letter from Garand, the commander of the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. In it, he asks for reinforcements.
That should be enough to convince that militant warhorse. Well done.
I was attacked by magicians in black robes.
The enemy has many faces. The Seekers are one of them. They're really the ones who prepare the ground for the enemy. They have taken up their positions in strategic places and are now only waiting for an opportunity to spring the trap. Stay out of their way. They are very powerful magical beings, and they will try to deter you at any cost.
What will be the next step now?
Go and bring Lord Hagen the letter from Garand, so that he may grant you access to the Eye of Innos. Then go to the monastery and talk to Pyrokar. He must give you the eye. Nothing is more important than getting this artifact away to safety. Go now before it's too late. The enemy will also try to lay his hands on it.
Huh. I miss it. So we all healed up. What the? I don't get these attacks. Okay, I have to do the... God damn it. Wargs are doing so much damage. No matter what armor I have on, pretty much. Yeah, so I have to go full offensive on them. No bonuses from those. Save in case. No, I can't. Huh.
Any new developments in the last few days?
Just go down the path to the city. If you run into a fella with a black robe, then you'll know what's new.
Have the Black Robes come to see you yet?
Yeah, they've been here for a few days. If you ask me, they come straight from hell.
How are your sheep?
As if that would interest you at all. You have other problems.
My problems? What would you know about that?
Do you belong to the city guard or not? Then do something about these black robe bastards.
Hey, watch your mouth, buddy.
All you can do is talk big. The best thing would be if you went away.
Well, don't get all worked up.
Beat it.
There he is.
There he is, and there you are. Gonna be more of them around up here. Nobody up there.
Hey, you! How's your farm?
I can't stand it anymore. All of a sudden, these fellows in black hoods showed up and posted themselves on the road and on my farm. Short time later, my wife took deathly ill again. She spends most of the time just lying in bed. And that happens to her frequently. I'm falling apart here.
Have you talked to the men in black?
Sure. There was no way to prevent it. I think they're looking for someone.
Why don't you do anything about those black robes?
Well, I'd surely love to, but I saw how they burned one of the townspeople alive. Just like that. Why should I risk my life?
Why don't you take your wife to the healer?
We ought to go to the city to see Vatras about it. But I won't budge an inch from my farm as long as things are so chaotic here.
Okay, so there are more of them somewhere. Okay, probably is one where the there's another one. There's any more of them up here?
There he is.
Say, why didn't get a crit then?
Now you shall feel the power of the Master. You cannot elude it.
Nice help we got from the city guards there.
Hey! Watch out for your farm.
I'll try.
Wasn't that enough? Well, that was so we had cleaned out the path for. Oh, there's. God damn, there's even more. The heck, man?
is no escape for you.
Are you just gonna keep on spawning? Want to clear the path so he can take his wife to the city. I tell him to go now. Let's just go into the city. Yep.
What's up?
All is quiet. We shall keep our eyes peeled. Listen, you now have access to the city, but that doesn't mean you can do whatever you want around here. If you don't stick to the rules, you'll lose all your rights here.
All the information. Does it mean there are some black robes over this way, or? Let's just go in, I guess. There are no seekers over that direction, so I don't know why he doesn't go. I think I killed all the seekers around that farm.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Good thing you're
Diego!
here. You need to help me.
I agree with you completely.
What is this about?
A lot of things have changed since I left here. I have to get back on my feet somehow.
You hardly know who to
What's the
believe
problem?
these days.
I have to get into the upper quarter, but I'm not a citizen of the town, and I don't have enough money to bribe the guards. That's where you come in.
So you want me to lend you some gold?
Nonsense. I've got some gold. A whole lot of gold, even. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me. You need to go fetch my gold for me.
That was quite obvious.
What's in it for me?
Have I ever asked you what you can give me in return? We're friends. Shouldn't that be enough?
Can't believe that.
Okay, I'll help you.
Well, listen. Back when the barrier was still in place, I hid a small treasure. It's been quite a while. That's why I forgot to take it with me. And I can't leave here at all at the moment. To cut a long story short, you must go to the Valley of Mines for me and fetch my gold.
I've got my own opinion about that.
Where's the gold hidden?
Directly at the trading square, above the abandoned mine. It's in a leather satchel. But don't forget to check that it's the right one, so you don't walk all that way for nothing.
How can I recognize it?
It's full of gold. A whole lot of gold.
But he knew that all
Where did you get all that gold?
Am I the only one, then, who put some gold aside for himself in the Valley of Mines? Filching a few nuggets was a piece of cake, just in case we ever got out of there.
Everybody was so keen on that ore that no one even cared for gold at the time.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
What are you planning to do with the gold?
I still have an account to settle with one of the merchants in the upper quarter. I need to take care of that. And then I'll be all set for a new career.
I'll try to find your gold.
I'm not telling you.
Just do it. That's enough for me.
Where did you pick that up then?
I found your gold.
Great. Show me. Very good. Gerbrant had better watch out now. Listen, I still need to take care of the guards. I want you to take this letter to Gerbrant. He is one of the fat merchants in the upper quarter. Give him my regards. I'll meet you in front of Gerbrant's house then.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Damn, I'm getting poor.
Do you really believe that?
Only have 12k now.
I've got my own opinion about that.
It's a bad business.
He's...
Hey. Diego says hello.
What? Who? What Diego?
And he wants me to give you this letter.
That can't be. No. I'm a goner. Is he in town then?
Who?
Diego, of course.
Yes, I'm gonna meet him here shortly.
Oh, this is the end then. All is lost. I've got no time. I need to get out of here. Quick! If he finds me here, I'm done for.
Okay. That's why you wanted, so you can kill him outside. Oh, wait. Oh, they meet. Diego didn't do anything. That's gonna take his house, huh?
That's been known a long time.
I've been to the Valley of Mines.
And? How's the situation there?
The mines are all depleted. There's barely more than a few chests full of ore. It's hardly worth digging for that.
That can't be true. That means I'm ruined.
Mm-hmm. You're ruined in more ways than one.
That's all just gossip.
Hey, you! I delivered the letter.
Very good. How did Gerbrant take it?
He was rather shocked and made himself scarce right away.
I should think so. I'm afraid that, first of all, I need to attend to furnishing my new house. If I remember correctly, Gerbrant's taste is horrible.
The house is yours then?
Yes, from cellar to attic, with all the furnishings. Having spent several years in less than befitting quarters, I'm looking forward to sleeping in a soft four-poster bed. And then, for breakfast, I'll have a fine wine and some excellent ham.
You don't miss any chances, do you?
You betcha.
So how did you pull this off?
Did you think that Gerbrant came by his fortune through honest business? Of course, he never got his fingers dirty when it came to really shady deals. He had a helper for that. Of course, I caught on to a lot back then. Gerbrant finally got rid of me. He was probably afraid that I knew too much.
You never told me about that.
You never asked me.
What about Gerbrant?
He has enjoyed the good life for far too long. He was living here in the lap of luxury while I was forcing down meat bug stew. I have no idea where he went from here, but he'll never get a foothold in Khorinis again. I'll see to that. If you're looking for him, you should try the Harbor District.
What about my share?
Looks like you haven't forgotten everything I've taught you after all. But you're right. I couldn't have done it without you. Here's your share.
Ooh, 500.
Can you teach me something?
Yeah, sure. Just let me know when you're ready.
Teach me.
I can teach you to become more dexterous.
I have something for one of these.
And the human slew the beast, and it entered.
Show me your wares.
Hmm.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, he'd better shut up.
Nope.
That's terrible.
Nothing.
Made Enos to take his divine
Nothing at all. Yep, let's move on then. Oh.
And it's gonna get even worse.
He didn't get that from me.
And it's gonna get even worse.
And so he bade Enos to leave.
Lobart's wife Hilda is sick.
What? Again? The good woman should take better care of herself. One hard winter and she won't be with us anymore. All right. I will give her a medicine to reduce the fever. Oh, and while you're at it, you might as well drop it off with her.
Eh?
I've got this feeling of trepidation.
You don't look well either. You were subjected to the black look of the Seekers for too long. All I can heal is your body, but only the monastery can purify your soul. Speak to Pyrokar. He will help you.
Eh? Let's go and talk to Lord Hagen. I thought I had to talk to him first. I guess we get the...
Why won't they listen to me? That's the first I've heard of it.
Really? How interesting.
Eye of Innos, and then we go and talk to him.
I knew that would be a problem.
Because we need to get to the old monastery. It's gonna be a... Guess we can teleport.
Only Innos decides what's right or wrong.
I bring you news from Garand. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The Paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Innos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you. Speak with Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Innos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.
Eh?
I want to take up service with the Order.
To be a warrior, only the... If you are truly...
How's the situation?
I must find a way to rescue this expedition. We must do something against the dragons. Perhaps the Eye of Innos can save us all now.
Okay. Yeah, we still haven't ranked up or anything to join. Don't teach paladins.
He would have never thought of that himself.
That will never change.
It's a bad business.
How much strength can I remove?
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Let's see. 15, I think.
If I had...
And 20. Might work.
I can't
Let's see.
There you are again.
Mm-hmm.
I want to become stronger.
You are demanding more than I can teach you.
Come on, what the hell? The trucker, okay. That's all he can do.
You've already put on a bit of muscle.
He can do
I
this
want to
one,
buy
right?
a magic ore blade.
I can only...
Yeah.
Teach me how to forge a decent sword.
Question if I should do this. I already have the Elbar Star though. Let's see, so we have some runes now. Let's teleport to the castle, ancient demon tower, there's a Khorinis, and to the harbor city. Now we can teleport all over the place. Let's have a little tour around.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
If they have anything new to say.
Has anything exciting happened lately?
Oh, they say there were dragons in the Valley of Mines. I'm curious to see when the paladins will set out from here to fight them.
Mm-hmm.
He'd better shut up.
Listen to the wrong people.
Let's see.
Instruct me in the art of alchemy.
If he has
What
anything
do you
new.
want to know?
Show me
See
your
if we
wares.
have what we need. Yes. We have so many of those.
Filthy thief, just you wait. Stop right there, you lowlife.
These are bad times. And he works all day too. These are bad times.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler. Here, have a plate.
Thank you.
No idea. You tell me.
Don't tell this to anyone. Everybody knows.
Hey, you!
Someone's got to do the work.
You don't say. He simply talks to.
I won't have business.
I've got no time. I couldn't care less.
Some don't even know how wicked.
Oh yeah, we had this one, Joe.
Innos deals out fair punishment.
Hey, you!
I hardly know what to believe.
What do you have to offer?
Then
Okay,
pay
nothing new.
attention.
That's the first.
No. The same crap as usual.
things I could tell you care less.
It was just like you said.
We don't need to go into the brothel. We won't have anything new for us.
Will it ever change?
Hey,
Anything's possible.
any news?
You could say so. The Paladins have arrested Bennett, our smith.
How did that happen?
Bennett went to town to buy supplies. Well, he never came back. If you want to learn more, you should ask Hodges. He was in the city with Bennett.
You listen to the wrong people.
Any news of Bennett?
They seem to have taken him to the barracks and tossed him into the dungeon.
How can we get him out of there?
I don't have any ideas so far. I can't get to his cell to talk to him. All I can do is keep my ears open, but there isn't much to learn around here.
You don't have to ask me.
I guess I need to talk to him then. Oh yeah, how many points do we have left? 8.
Hey,
You already know what I think.
teach me something.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Why haven't I heard about this?
Winnie. Ian.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
I'm no better off.
Don't need to buy any maps. We have what we need. If you
Hey.
need Garrel.
What's going on at the harbor?
Look around for yourself. There's nothing going on here.
No reason to go downstairs. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out why Bennett is arrested then.
It is good that you have come. You are accused of theft. There are witnesses. I will not tolerate such conduct in the city. You must pay a penalty to atone for your crime.
How much?
50 gold pieces.
I want to pay the penalty.
Good. I shall see to it that everyone in the city learns of it. That will restore your reputation to some degree.
What about Bennett, the blacksmith?
You mean the mercenary? He is sitting in jail where he belongs.
Can I talk to him?
Certainly. Just go in. But if you try to help him escape, you will be in for it.
How's the situation in town?
Everything is under control. Carry out your assignments.
We don't have any criminals. Do we?
I've come to collect the bounty for a criminal.
Exactly.
How come you're in the slammer?
Those swine have thrown me in the hole. I'm supposed to have murdered a paladin, but I didn't do it. They're only trying to frame me.
Why would they do that?
How would I know? You've got to get me out of here. Talk to Lord Hagen. Tear down the wall. Who cares? Just do something.
What happened?
I went downtown with Hodges to buy some supplies for our boys. Suddenly, we heard a loud scream and the sound of running feet.
Get to the point.
We knew at once that something had happened and that they would grab us at once if they saw us there. We ran like hell, then just before we got to the city gate, I tripped and sprained my ankle. The rest is soon told. The militia was on me at once and they threw me straight into this hole.
Who was murdered?
I have no idea. One of the paladins. I don't know them.
Have you got a name?
Some Lothar, I think. Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. You had better ask Lord Hagen. He knows all the details.
Do they have any evidence against you?
They say they have a witness who recognized me.
Well, do you know who the witness is?
No, all I know is that he's lying.
Who's leading the investigation?
Lord Hagen himself. Since the victim was one of the paladins, this falls under martial law.
What does that mean?
That's easy to guess. If I don't get out of here, they're going to let me swing without further ado. You've got to help me, or there'll be a war. Lee's not going to take this lying down. You can figure out for yourself what that means.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis.
Okay.
By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby has been condemned in the name of Innos. The sentence is death by hanging. The execution.
So what do you take in?
Hey! Let's begin with the training.
It's 10 now. Let's see, do we have any scrolls? Tablets, I think. Nope.
Have you got a better weapon for me?
Good thing you asked. We got a few pretty good blades from Onar's mercenaries. They had no further use for them. Here, take it.
Yeah.
The sentence is death by hanging. The execution will take place in a few days.
Hey!
Does Drunkards have anything new to say? No. Just talks a lot.
Okay?
Yes, but I'm not going out of the city anymore. At least not anytime soon. My knees are still shaking from the scare that orc gave us.
Okay.
I've got a new tobacco blend.
Let me try your tobacco. This tastes incredible. I've never had a better smoke in my life. How did you prepare this blend?
I mixed the tobacco with honey.
You have done well, father of the art of blending. I would be delighted to fill my miserable pipes with this.
Fill her up then.
Thank you, son of generosity. No other blend could be as good as this one. I shall buy every bit you can bring me of this.
I've got some honey tobacco for you.
It is a great pleasure doing business with you.
Okay, we get 10 for each. Why can't I give him the other?
Hear ye, inhabitants of Khorinis. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree.
But I couldn't give him the other tobacco.
Show me your wares.
They never should have let it get so far. Now one of the mercenaries has actually murdered a paladin. Something had to happen one of these days.
Show me your wares.
Take your pick.
No.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
Show me your wares.
Yes.
Show me your wares.
sure we got everything we need from these.
Hey, you! Show me your wares.
Okay, doesn't have anything, but I should probably sell off some stuff. Make sure I don't sell off the... Yeah, we need to go back to her. All this fish. All this meat. If there's any of these we should keep or not. Do we have some junk we can sell off? Oh. Another one of those that has something in it. Off. Picks, I hope. Not that we have many. She won't have anything that we want. Okay, so we have to go back. Give the farmer's wife the tobacco. Oh, the potion. You don't have anything you need to say, right? Give a mix.
Hey, you!
I found his dead corpse in a cave, though, so I'm a little bit confused about that part.
And Innos, in his wisdom, did so.
That was obvious all along. Wouldn't be so sure. That's really not my problem.
I've heard a thing or two.
It's not what I heard.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Okay, nothing up there either. Done all that.
So why won't they listen
Yep,
to
let's
me?
see if we're gonna meet any more black hooded seekers.
What's up?
I've got your medicine.
Really? Our society needs more people like you. Thank you so much. I hope that these few coins are enough.
Yep. If he says anything now that we did this.
Hey!
I got rid of all the seekers there. Guess there's some other ones around somewhere. How far are we from next level? Too far. A little bit more than 3k. Doom doom.
That was quite obvious.
It's not what I heard.
That was quite obvious.
And Innos, in his wisdom, did so.
It's gonna be so hard to see them. Nighttime. Oh, we didn't get healed up. That's all. Not an issue then. Let me just fill up my coffee cup. I'll be right back. Coffee. Do do do. What the heck have I done with my... Hello, Tom.
The things I could tell you.
That's not what I heard.
Show me your wares.
Certainly, Brother of the Ring.
Been there, done that.
I'm no better off myself.
And there's more, believe me.
How are you doing, Tom?
That doesn't surprise me.
say that myself.
Get that one? Yeah.
I'm no better off myself.
There's more, believe me.
Yeah, they are changing the UI and layout for people. Luckily, I haven't got the new setup yet. I know a lot of people have been complaining that Twitch chat is broken from now and then. And you follow me on Twitter, you should know. I always tweet that when I go live. I never trust Twitch. Let me know when people are lying. It's Twitch, you know. I tend to change things when I feel like it. Yeah, blah, 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 you're gonna die.
Now you shall feel the power of the Master. You cannot elude it.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks for the help.
Hey, you. Show me your wares.
Buying up all the healings, we have it. And does she have doesn't.
May Innos watch over you always.
I'm getting poor. I have 9k gold now.
Hey, you. Hey, you. Ever been to the monastery?
Maybe. Why?
Are they still taking on people? I wouldn't know where else to turn.
Where do you come from?
I used to be captain of a big whaler, my boy. The sea is my home. My ship, the good old Magdalena, was sunk by pirates a few months ago, and now I'm stranded here. All I ever wanted was to go back to sea. Since I've come here, not one schooner is called at this accursed port. The only ship which is anchored in Khorinis is that blasted war galley of the king, and they don't take on anyone. So what else can I do? There's no work for me in town. I've tried everything.
You'd better get off the road.
Don't worry. I've already noticed that the wilderness out here has become damn dangerous in the last couple of days.
$10 hours only. That's not much. Have a half the month left to do. Milton! Yeah, then you will have time to finish some games.
How did you get to the monastery so fast?
What kind of a question is that? I crept through the pass and made my way straight to the monastery. Admittedly, it was never easy avoiding all the monsters making themselves at home on this side of the valley, but ultimately I encountered fewer problems than I expected.
Do you know where the others are?
Gorn seems to have coped with his stay in Garon's dungeon very well. In any case, he wanted to go to Lee and see what was happening on the farm. After the grub they serve in the dungeon, he's probably stuffing his face right now and putting the mercenaries' provisions to a real test. Diego mumbled something about a reckoning. No idea what he meant by that. But I suspect he's in the city. You know him. Always there when there's something to be had.
Yep, you know about that.
Do you know anything about the hooded figures?
No, but I have a bad feeling about those guys. Be careful if you run into them.
I need to get into the monastery. It's urgent.
I can't let you into the monastery. I'll get in trouble with the High Council. Without the permission of my superiors, I can't let anyone into the monastery.
I've got a letter from Lord Hagen.
Show me. All right, here's the key to the monastery. Pyrocar is in the church.
Eh. See, that wasn't that difficult to let me in. Hey, Opolos.
How are the sheep?
Do you really think?
How do you think they are? They stand around and munch grass. I'd rather know what's happening outside. The magicians seem to be very nervous.
No idea, you tell me.
Strangers in black robes roam the countryside.
What do you mean? What sort of strangers?
Nobody knows where they've come from. They wear long black robes and they cover their faces. They seem to be some kind of magician. At least they're capable of magic.
That sounds very disturbing, but I'm sure that the High Council will solve this problem.
There are dragons in the Valley of Mines. They are besieging the royal troops together with the army of orcs.
Dragons? I always thought they only existed in horror stories.
They're there, believe me.
But the King's Paladins will deal with them, won't they?
We'll see.
You already know what I think.
I couldn't care less.
I do not know why you were allowed to enter the monastery. I am Parlin, and I am responsible for our novices. I do not want you to keep them from their work with stupid questions.
There have been all kinds of...
Is that clear?
I used to say that.
Sure.
I certainly hope so.
Can't go on like this forever.
Where can I find...
Been there, done that.
The cellars?
The entrance to the cellars lies halfway along the colonnade on the right.
Couldn't get away with that.
The chapel?
The chapel is the room halfway along the left colonnade. That's where the paladins pray to Innos.
Can't rely on that.
The library?
The library is at the end of the colonnade to the left, directly across from the church.
That was no big deal.
The church?
Lord Almighty! Has Innos stricken you blind? Where is the church? Oh my, where could it possibly be?
No one must violate the divine order.
Have you got anything else for me?
Yes, as a member of the library, you are given the key to the library.
Could have told you that
There you will
before.
find brothers Karis and Highgrass. If you like, you can speak with them there. But leave my novices alone.
So it says in the scriptures.
Okay. I should remind you. I think I will remember that.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
I've come from the old Valley of Mines.
What do you have to report?
The enemy has formed up there with an army of orcs and dragons.
We have already learned that from Milton. But what about the king's shipment of ore?
The mine they are digging for Garand in the valley cannot satisfy the demands of the king.
The days are becoming grayer, and the light of the sun is ever weaker.
I was attacked by men in black robes.
I know. Those are the Seekers, henchmen from the nether realms of Beliar. Beware of them. They will try to take possession of you. Once possessed, you will no longer be yourself. Only here in the monastery could you find help then, so be careful. Here, this rune will bring you directly back to the monastery
Now we
if
can
you need
teleport
our help.
all over the place.
Remember, we must offer resistance or we shall all be doomed.
I think I'm possessed. Can you heal me?
Not without a token of your respect for this monastery, my son. 300 gold coins.
That's too much. I think I'm possessed. Can you heal me?
Not without a token of your respect for this monastery, my son. 300 gold coins.
Really?
Great. Here's the money.
Here, drink this. May the mercy of Innos be your salvation.
I have come to take the Eye of Innos.
I see that you have received an authorization from Lord Hagen himself to bear the Eye of Innos. I am afraid that I have to disappoint you. We have fallen victim to a treacherous plot of the enemy. The Eye of Innos has been violently taken from these sacred walls.
Who did this?
Evil is cunning and usually works in secret. Only rarely do you see it emerge to pursue its evil machinations in broad daylight. But these days, it's a different matter. The enemy now shows himself openly in the street, in every home and every public square. This can only mean that he no longer fears any adversary and is not going to shrink back from anything. One of our most faithful followers, a candidate for the high robe of the Magicians of Fire, has changed his allegiance unexpectedly, and in an alarmingly evil manner. Pedro. The enemy has taken possession of him, thus inflicting a terrible defeat upon us. Pedro has forced his way into our most sacred halls and stolen the eye. I fear that he simply spent too much time by himself, outside of the gates, and thus beyond the protective walls of the monastery, exposed to all lurking dangers.
Where did the thief flee to?
Pedro knocked down some of the other novices who tried to stop him and disappeared into the morning mist. Many novices have gone after him to bring the eye back to its place unharmed. If you want to catch up with him, you need to hurry before Pedro disappears out of your reach.
Okay. Get a blessing.
What about a little blessing? I could surely use it.
May Innos stand between you and harm on all the unholy paths you will have to walk.
One more thing. Some of the roadside shrines dedicated to Innos have been desecrated by the enemy. They have lost their magical consecration.
I see. And now?
It is up to you to purify these shrines so that the situation does not escalate. Take this holy water and trickle it on the base of the shrine. With the holy words of purification, the shrine will regain its old power. Now, go and perform your tasks.
Oh my god, that's a lot of shrines, man. Freaking serious? What do you have to say then, Serpentis?
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
Dismissed. You know what you have to do.
Hey, you!
It had to happen sooner or later. I never would have thought.
How's it going?
I thank Innos that I can be here in the monastery.
You are talkative, fella. You got us.
What can I do for you?
Have you got anything interesting for me?
No.
Like, let me think.
You really think?
No.
I've got no time for things like
What's your job here?
I prepare the paladins for their fight against evil.
What is evil?
Evil is everywhere. It is the power of Beliar, the eternal adversary of Innos. It is the all-encompassing blackness which seems to blot out the light of Innos forever. Beliar is the Lord of darkness, of hate, and of destruction. Only those among us in whose hearts burns the holy fire of Innos will bear the radiant light of Innos into the world and banish the darkness.
And there's more, believe me.
But there are only magicians and novices living in the monastery.
That is correct. In contrast to our community, which honors the word of Innos, the paladins honor the great deeds of our Lord above all else. We are the representatives of Innos, but the paladins are his warriors, who go into battle in his name and increase his glory.
I couldn't get away with that.
Is there anything you can teach me?
I am an expert in the magic of ice and the magic of thunder. I can teach you their power. However, I only instruct magicians.
Oh, of course.
Any news?
Yes, the enemy has succeeded in planting a traitor in our sacred halls. He has stolen the Eye of Innos, one of our most important artifacts, and that is only the tip of the iceberg. The enemy has apparently already entered the city.
What do you mean?
One of the paladins, Lothar, was murdered in the street. In broad daylight. It has gone too far, but I fear that is only the beginning.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Where did the thief go?
I don't know that. He rushed to the gate like he was possessed and then disappeared. No matter where he hides, under what rock he crawls, the wrath of Innos will strike him and scorch his black soul.
You don't have to tell me that.
Has the murderer been caught?
Fortunately, yes. It was one of the cutthroats from Onar's farm. Who? I don't know his name, but there are certainly a few figures among the mercenaries of whom you could expect such a deed.
You don't have to tell me that.
What's gonna happen now?
We will pursue the thief no matter where. We will hunt him down and see to it that he receives his just punishment.
For that, we would need to know first who the thief is.
We will soon find out, and no matter how long it takes us, we shall find him. This I swear by Innos.
You don't have to tell me that.
Well, he had a lot to say, huh?
I have heard of you. You are the fellow from the farms who was in the Valley of Mines. My respects.
Okay.
May Innos illuminate your path.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Never would have thought.
See, that wasn't so hard.
Could have told you that before.
Things I could tell you. I couldn't care less.
Better watch out who you tell that to.
Why is a key in there?
Had to happen sooner or later.
No one was violating.
Okay, that was random. Learn anything from this, or third circle? The runes of the third circle and the ingredients required to create them. Yeah, but you're not a person. Second circle. This will be the first circle, maybe.
I am Master Highglass, guardian of the fire and keeper of the knowledge.
What are you studying, Master?
My research focuses on fire, the power of Innos. It is his gift and at the same time a mighty weapon, and I create runes which contain his power.
Any news?
Yes. Well, you've probably noticed those black-robed figures.
I've met them.
This brings us to the core of the matter. At the moment, we're observing a very rare constellation of stars. To be more exact, the sign of the ox currently stands in direct correlation with the sign of the warrior. I suppose you know what that means.
Well, to be honest...
Yes, I see. Well, I cannot explain the entire background to you now, but it definitely signifies a great change, and I do not like change. Therefore, I want you to get me a book from town. It's called The Divine Power of the Stars. You may have to rummage around for it a bit, but I'm sure you'll find it.
Get a book yourself.
I'll see whether I can find it.
That's good. It frees up my time so I can follow some other trails as well. But don't take too much time. Time, I'm afraid, is what we have the least of.
Found anything out yet?
No, I'm still waiting for that book.
Oh. Oops.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be on your way and looking for the underhanded traitor Pedro?
He's not gonna get very far.
I hope so for your sake. If he should escape because you've been lollygagging here, I will personally drag you before the tribunal.
What would you accuse me of?
Conspiracy with the enemy. It takes little imagination to picture the punishment for such an offense. And now, see to it that you lose no more time. Otherwise, the next time we meet, it will be at the stake.
Yes, I just feel like somehow to accidentally slip a claw into you. That's 6. Is number 5th circle then? And 4th. 5th. What the heck is this one then? The test of fire. Though a novice may feel ready to submit to the test of magic, he may not necessarily be chosen. If, however, he has given his decision ample consideration, and if he insists, he is accorded to the right to demand a test, and no magician may deny it to him. Not only must he pass the test of magic, he must also find enlightenment through the fire. If he insists before the High Council, he shall be submitted to the test of fire. The test should challenge the wisdom, strength, and dexterity of the novice. Therefore, he must pass 3 trials, each of which is set before him by a magician of the High Council before taking the oath of the fire to join the pact with the fire. Such is the will of Innos, and so it shall be done, the High Council. So you become a member of them then, huh?
That's no secret.
No one must violate the divine order.
What are you planting here?
We're trying to grow healing plants that Master Neoras can use to brew potions.
Anything's possible.
So, how's it going?
You are only a guest here in the monastery of Innos, and therefore you should act accordingly and not disturb me while I'm working. Good day.
Nobody ever asks me.
Yeah, picked up a weed.
That's no secret.
So it says in the scriptures.
That was no big deal.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
You know, deals out fair punishment.
You don't have to ask me that.
That was no big deal.
Can I be of assistance to you?
Maybe.
What's your task here?
My tasks are many and varied. Not only am I the steward, but I am also the treasurer. Moreover, I supervise the wine cellar, and I'm in control of the monastery's food supplies. So, if there's anything you need, you can always come to me and get it. For a modest contribution, that is.
I need a few things.
Getting poor. Destroy undead. We have that. Ah, heck yeah, you kind of magician. It's a wine cellar, I assume.
That's just what I said.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
Should have picked up the keys. Yep, let's go down and see what we have. Oh, no. Oh. Ding dong.
I'll never get this open without the right key. I'll never get this open without the right key.
You are not permitted to go further. Turn back.
Turning back.
What room is this?
This is where they keep the holy relics of the monastery.
What relics?
Here rests the Hammer of Innos, along with the Shield of Fire. These are the most important relics of Church of Innos, outside the capital of the realm.
Tell me about the shield.
The Shield of Fire was borne by Dominic in the battle on the Southern Isles. But the power of the shield is never to be wielded again. Therefore, we have nailed it to the wall.
Tell me about the hammer.
This is the sacred Hammer of Innos. With this hammer,
No,
Saint
Cristiano.
Robar slew the Stone Sentinel. The Holy Scriptures say that the Stone Sentinel was invulnerable. He stood in battle like a tower, and the weapons of his enemies were smashed on his skin of stone. With the name of Innos on his lips, Robar hurled himself at the monster and crushed it with one mighty blow of his hammer.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, we can't take it. Magic power.
Hey, you!
What? What's wrong? Why are you bothering me? Can't you see I'm in the middle of an extremely complicated experiment?
I didn't mean to disturb you.
You already have. Well, what do you want?
Can I learn from you?
I pass on my knowledge only to members of our church.
Could you brew me a potion?
Do you doubt my abilities? I can brew any potion.
Fine.
Not so fast. Naturally, you must bring me the ingredients and pay a small fee for expenses, as well as for the materials.
How much do you ask?
For the brewing itself, I charge 10 gold pieces.
Brew me.
Brew me an elixir of healing.
All right. Do you have the ingredients and the gold?
Yes, here.
Good. I shall give you a potion now, then you won't have to wait so long.
Brew me a mana extract.
All right. Do you have the ingredients and the gold?
Oh,
yes, here.
What did I do
Good.
that for?
I shall give you a potion now, then you won't have to wait so long.
That was pointless. You don't need it.
Brew me a potion of great speed.
All right. Do you have the ingredients and the gold?
Yes, here.
Good, thanks. I shall give you a potion now, then you won't have to wait so long.
Brew me a potion of great speed.
All right. Do you have the ingredients and the gold?
Yes, here.
Good, thanks. I shall give you a potion now, then you won't have to wait so long.
Bloop. I got a key to a teleportation room, but where the heck is that one then?
Hey, you! What are you doing here?
I must not speak with you. It's not looked on with favor if we talk to strangers.
That doesn't sound terribly happy.
Well, I mean, everything is just fine, really. Only, I don't want to complain.
Oh, come on, you can tell me.
And you really won't tell the magicians?
Do I look like I would?
All right. I have a problem with one of the novices. He's got a hold over me.
Come on, spit it out then.
Igaraz, that's the novice, found some of my private papers. He threatened to give them to the magicians if I don't do what he says.
What kind of documents are those?
That's, nobody's business. It's entirely my affair.
Come on, tell me.
They are, entirely normal documents. Nothing special.
I won't ask any further.
I always act in the name of Innos.
What are you supposed to do for him?
I don't want to talk about it. In any case, it isn't pleasing to Innos. I don't want to think what would happen if it came out.
Maybe I can help you.
You would do that?
Well, that depends, of course.
Naturally, I'd pay you for that.
How much?
Of course, I don't have much money, but I could give you a spell scroll. I have a healing spell.
I'll see what I can do.
Honestly, it just has to work. It has to. So, you only need to find out where Igaraz keeps the stuff. Then you swipe it from him, and everything will be just fine.
Relax. You just continue for now. I'll see to the rest.
You should have known better.
Okay, now we have to find that fella then.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I couldn't care less.
Nobody ever asks me.
Been there, done that.
Oh, is this...
Hey, you! We need to talk about Babo.
Yes? What's wrong?
You've got something which belongs to Babo.
What might that be?
A few papers. Babo would like them back.
He would, wouldn't he? I can imagine. Unfortunately, I prefer to keep them, which brings us to a bit of a dilemma.
Where have you got the papers?
Well, of course I don't have them on me. I'm afraid I can't help you further.
Where are they?
I have them safely locked up, and you will never get the key from me.
What was Babo supposed to do for you?
If I had known the baby would do it in his pants over a few swamp weeds, then I would have seen to it that someone else took care of the monastery garden.
He's supposed to grow swamp weed?
Of course. Since none of that stuff comes out from behind the barrier anymore, the price in the city has tripled. It could have been a good bargain for everyone involved. But Babo didn't want to play along.
How much do you want for the papers?
Actually, they're almost priceless. You very rarely see something like that here. But I have no desire to wager my future against a few gold pieces. 300 gold pieces, and you can do what you like with the papers.
That's just what I said.
Okay. But how the heck should I know which is his then?
That'll only cause more trouble. Those are all just rumors.
Does it say anything? Pretty much I have to wait until night to see where he sleeps then. So I know which bed is his, so I know which chest chest I should lockpick.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Nobody ever asks me.
That isn't true.
Who told you that?
Are there doors, anything in here, right?
You should have known better.
So,
That isn't true.
it means we have to use. Oops, wait.
Had to happen sooner or later.
You have to use the map for the shrines. This one. There's so many, man. Oh.
Kinds of rumors.
Nobody wants to know.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You don't have to tell me that.
13 of them, man. What the heck?
It had to happen sooner or later.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
No idea. You tell me.
I'm just wondering.
No idea. You tell me.
Those are all just rumors.
Been there, done that.
Hey! Do you know where Pedro is?
Do you think I'd be standing around here if I knew where the renegade was hiding? He must pay for his deeds. I hope we manage to get the eye back. You have to help us. Find him and bring back the Eye of Innos.
Have you seen a novice walk past?
Yeah, sure. He went that way. He jumped into the water off the bridge and swam like a shark was after him.
Oh, crap. Okay, I'm gonna go in. I don't know if I have to fix this one. I don't think I had to do this one. Yeah, because I can't. That's one we can skip. And we also can skip the one inside the monastery, of course. We have 12 we need to do. Okay, I'm gonna. This is a hard. See if this there, no. Let's see. Okay. Nothing underwater, no cave. know I can't get up on this part. There's somebody over there we can talk to. We have a shrine a little bit behind us, on fixed up on.
Innos, grant me your aid and purify this shrine.
6 left. Oh, okay. Oh, that was a lot less then. Maybe she has to go back to the one that's down there then. Yeah, probably good. Let's just do this since I'm close to them now. Do this one, then we go to the one by the herb witch. Do that one too. And then by the inn we can always teleport later. Okay. So not all of them needs to be. But it still means I have to check them all. Oh shit.
The Master wants your head. No one can save you now.
Nobody can save you.
Innos, grant me your aid and purify this shrine.
Yeah, I don't think it takes a long time to do them. It's just I have to remember which one I have visited and not now. Yep, now let's go and talk to that little fellow over there. I wonder if he has fled to that stone circle and into where we found. That's something that's weird though, since I found Mixer dead in that cave. But he's also in Khorinis. It's like doesn't quite make any sense. Something is fishy.
What's going on here?
What do you mean?
Name,
You're the
tramp.
second fellow to rush past here like he's been stung by blood flies.
Who was the other guy?
He looked like one of those brainy novices from the monastery back there. You can say what you like, but somehow those guys aren't quite right in the head.
Where did the other one go?
He ran up that way like lightning.
I need to get going.
Hey, no problem.
So let's see. Next one is over there. Okay.
Surrender while you can. There is no escape for you.
And the question is, where did he run off to now? God damn it. A lot of these ones.
We knew that you would come. My master shall triumph and bring the whole world under his dominion. You misguided fool. You had no idea who you were up against, and I shall punish you here and now.
Well, you can consider you punished. Time for chicken sound. Now comes a tricky part. Can I have to go and fix it. No. I see somebody dead. Huh.
Innos, grant me your aid and purify this shrine.
Okay. Let's heal up. Damn it, bird. Hush. Okay, so that's what we need to appear. How can you see how much? I assume it won't be at the temple, since that seems to have to do with the Night of the Raven. Where's the next statue at? Oh, it's in. That's an odd spot. Like a track of dead novices around. There's a cave over here. Yeah. Double check it. Oh yeah, I couldn't enter this door, right? Or could I? You could. Not this one. And we have looted up one. Oh, it's this part, which I guess we're not supposed to be able to get into. So to chest, there was goblins in here. Wonder if that hunter will be up here. I'm gonna go this way around and then go back into the cave and it's floating trees. Oh, dead novice. Let's see what this hunter has to say. Grimbold.
Hey, you. Have you seen a novice pass by here?
A lot of peculiar figures passed by here today, including those two jokers up by the stone arch. A while ago, a novice from the Magicians of Fire was with them as well.
Yeah. Hello, Murphys. Okay, so it's that way, but I'm gonna go and cleanse this shrine. Haven't had any problems with the Seekers yet. They usually get a hit or two in on me.
Innos, grant me your aid and purify this shrine.
Well, we are level 25, so... Then I did the whole Night of the Raven. Let's check, there's nothing new here, right? Kill this big troll. Nothing new there. Yeah, I don't know how much the lightning does, but when it hits, it takes a huge chunk of their health, though. Ah, shit. Question is, how close are we?
You listened to the wrong people.
It was just like you said.
Hey, you! Who are you?
What is this? An interrogation? I have nothing to tell you, but you might want to talk to my buddy here. But be careful. He doesn't take to strangers.
Will it ever change?
Hey, you!
Get that from me.
What are you doing here?
What's it to you?
I'm looking for a novice.
That's very interesting. We're looking for someone too.
Who would that be?
You. I'm gonna rip you.
Oh, come on. Why didn't that my hit?
That's really not my problem.
Where did you pick that up then?
That's all just gossip.
You'll
Let me just do it that way then. Why you let them talk? Yeah, little buddy. Do we have any more? Have a shrine. What freaking place is that one at? Oh, the one by the lighthouse is gonna be interesting. this place. We got this one. It feels like we're going to this stone circle then. Hello, hello. Oh boy. Shit's going down. Oh my god, it is a lot of them.
You have come too late. We have destroyed the Eye of Innos, so that it can never regain its power. We shall now demonstrate the futility of your attempt to challenge the Master. Oh, thanks for waiting for while I heal. Okay, I'm healed up. Ouch. A lot of hits they got in. I'm still confused about this cave over here though.